yeah, today's micro break. Got a little half kneeling arm swing, kind of going after the hips, upper body, trunk, and stuff here. So first thing is just to start nice and tall. So here we're kind of going after the right side as I scoop down. Really think reach to the fingers as I get nice and tall. As I come down, I kind of open up the back side of the body. As I come up, I really open up this front hip, get into this trunk. As I come down, just kind of using that arms as a driver here to kind of go after the hips, that upper spine, get the core engaged here as we kind of just do a nice little arm swing here, forward and back. So I reach nice and tall. Now we're going to the left side here. And again, if it bothers your knee be on the ground, definitely put something soft under it, like a pillow, a towel, something like that. Again, as I come down, I open up the back side. As I come up, I really open up that front hip, get the core engaged, get some nice blood flow pumping through this area, especially again, if you've been stagnant, have been moving a lot today. So a great way to kind of get some targeted stuff by going half kneeling into the core, into the hips, into the upper spine. Some areas that tend to get really restricted as we come through. Now we're going to go back to this right side. So I'm going to push it forward so I start to feel a little pull. Now I'm using my arms overhead. I'm just going to swing side to side. So I got the hips kind of pushed forward so I feel a slight pull in that back right hip, and I try to stay tall through the fingers as I swing side to side. So now I'm really opening up that back hip as well as challenging the sides of my trunk. Get a little bit different through the motions through my upper spine, into my shoulders, into my neck. So the intent is try to stay tall, that way we keep the core engaged. Now I'll do the same thing to the left. Nice tall spine, push the hips forward so you feel a pull. And that left hip, and then kind of reach nice. Go side to side as far as you can comfortably. So again, I'm mobilizing the hip tissues differently, as well as getting into that trunk, that upper spine, shoulders, neck region a little differently here. Again, using that half kneeling, we kind of take the foot out a little bit, so it kind of increases our focus. So we got a specific intent to go to half kneeling. But again, if it bothers your knee being on the ground, definitely use something softer. Now we'll go back to the right, push yourself forward, nice tall spine. Now my hands are at sternum as I turn right to left with my eyes straight ahead. Or if I want to challenge myself, I can follow my hands with my eyes to challenge the core and that neck a little differently. But same way, if my head straight ahead, I'm challenging it differently. So you can kind of change things up on how you do it. So this really winds up the tissues. We get a little bit nice rotation now into that upper spine that tends to get stuck. Now we switch to the left side, so reset, nice tall kneeling. Push forward till I feel a pull here. And then I'm rotating right to left. Turn from the shoulders. Again, try to think, reach through your fingers as you rotate. That way you get nice movement into that upper spine, neck, shoulders. Again, I can have my eyes follow my hands to challenge myself a little different. A little bit more proprioceptive input makes the core work a little differently. As well as you're mobilizing the tissues. But this is a great way, half kneeling, great position to kind of target the hips a little differently. Take out the foot, but we'll put a little more emphasis on the core, the upper spine, the tissues around the hip. Give that a try. I'll see you on the next micro break.